All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Salzburgring. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series heads to Salzburgring, nestled in the Austrian Alps. What a beautiful track. What a beautiful scenery. Send me some tickets to Austria, man. I want to go. Well, this is the next best thing. 50-minute race here at Salzburgring in the GT3 Series. It's race number 3, and it's going to be wild. It's fast, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. And it's live right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's some GT3 Series action for you tonight at a great track, Salzburgring, and it is live right here on TurnLeft TV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in, checking out TurnLeft TV. We got a good one for you tonight. We are at Salzburgring, and right now they are in the qualification session. 13 and a half minutes left in quals. Big field here right now showing 20 drivers on the grid. So big field here in the GT3 Series tonight. And first night we've had this many drivers, so excited about this. And this series just continues to grow, and the talent level that's popping into this server is just absolutely incredible. Well, this is Salzburgring, about 4.2 kilometers in length, 2.6 miles. 50-minute race here, race number 3, and located in Plainfield, Austria. Great little track. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the commentator, the broadcaster. The guy is going to bring you flag-to-flag coverage here. Race number 3 in the HORL GT3 Series season. We'll take a look at the track here again. 15 turns. I'm going to call it 15 turns. A couple chicanes here. I think technically turns 1, 2, and then a little bit of a hook back there for 3. That first chicane. And then you got another chicane up there with turns, effectively turns 14 and 15 just before you hit the straightaway for the final dash to the start-finish line. But what a great track. What a great view as well, man. I tell you what, the track builders have done a really good job here. Actually converted this track, I believe. This is a conversion, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Love this track, and I was excited to throw this on the schedule because I knew guys would really, really want to drive this track. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there in the world, across the world. We've got a lot of international drivers joining us here. I think half of the Netherlands is at this track right now. I don't know what it is, man. Those guys just decided to come in tonight and do some racing. Love the fact that we got some my old buddies from Sim Racing Mania coming over here on a Saturday afternoon in the United States. I guess early or about mid-evening for those folks over there in across the pond. But again, thanks for those guys coming in, and a lot of new drivers and familiar faces coming back as well. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Share my videos with all of your friends. Don't forget to smash the bell right there. Smash the bell. And then again, you can share my videos with all your friends. Please hit the thumbs up button and let me know you were here. I definitely pay attention to that. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can click on that donate button up in the banner of the channel and make a donation right through PayPal. Very easy to do. Thanks to all those folks who have contributed to TurnLeft TV. And really thank you for coming in and watching the races tonight. We got a good one for you. Always have some great racing here on TurnLeft TV. And I appreciate your company here this evening. Where our servers are hosted with EliteHostingUSA.com. We have a lot of great racing that we do here at HORL, and all of the servers are at EliteHostingUSA.com. Perfect for rFactor too. Give those guys a look. If you're looking at tuning into a server, I guess, or getting in touch with somebody by getting you a new race server, you want to maybe leave the one you have or expand or just get a little bit better service, or a lot better service, I should say, give EliteHostingUSA.com. You can click on the link down in the description of this race. It'll take you right there to it. And always, I'm sure will set you up with a package that will suit your needs. Let's take a look at the times here in practice so far. The grid, it looks like Pim Van Ark, the top time there with a 1:14.801. Cliff Vandeven, second. Sergei Butsev is third. Nikolai Bezrikov, fourth. Chris Gonzalez shown fifth. Tony Jansen, sixth. Dennis Vandeven, seventh. Paul Brown, eighth. David Kerr, ninth. Georgi Arutunyan is 10th, and Ernan Gio is 11th. Season standings coming into tonight's race. Nikolai Bezrikov there with shy a little bit of a lead there over Colin Matiak, who I've not seen tonight, so he must not be racing this evening. So he'll take a little bit of a hit in the points there. Dennis Vandeven shown in third. Jack G is fourth. Paul Brown is fifth. I saw Jack G coming in here doing some practicing earlier, so he must not be racing. Something might have come up there for him. Paul Brown, fifth. Dan Richter, sixth in points. Alexander Meshkov, seventh. Will Dunbar, eighth. You see David Kerr, ninth in points. Ernan Gio rounding out the top 10. So we really got a tie there for the ninth position with David Kerr and Ernan Gio. So that's the point standings coming into tonight's race. Take a look at Ed Palumbo as he making his qualification attempt. Looks like he's got going to make a few adjustments there. He's got about 6 minutes left here to get some qualification laps in. David Kerr making his qualification attempt here in the 42 car, the McLaren. little bit wide there in that turn, but a lot of speed through that area of the track. A hard left, then back to the right. A little bit of a duck to the left, and you're back down the straightaway there. Got a little bit of work to do, I think, judging from the time going on right now. 1:17.587. Right now, 9th on the grid. Take a look at Paul Holt as he's making his qualification attempt. Running in a Corvette. The schedule here in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Salzburgring, of course, tonight. Watkins Glen coming up next week. Baku City Circuit there on January the 2nd. Alton Park International on January the 9th. Riverside will show its hand on January the 19th, and then finishing off the season here at Daytona Road Course on January the 23rd to crown the champion in the inaugural GT3 Series season. Taking a look at Dennis Van de Ven. He makes his qualification attempt. Right now shown 8th on the grid. Waiting a little bit here, trying to keep some drama in it. Let's see if our side-by-side's working here as we watch Dennis Van de Ven make his qualification attempt. Also Cliff Van de Ven, brother Cliff, down there at lower left frame. Currently 2nd on the grid. Dennis says, I got to beat up on my brother. So it looks like the side-by-side is working. I love it when things work correctly. That is awesome. Hey, also, you can contact me on Discord by following one of those addresses there. Type in one of those addresses in Discord. You see Dennis Van de Ven bite it. Take a look at Ed Palumbo. Kind of paying attention to him here a little bit in qualifications. Right now, looking to move up the grid. Right now, he's 9th on the grid. But if you'd like to get a hold of me, Discord, they're interested in joining up with the league, you can follow or click on one of those addresses or follow one of those addresses there. And then also follow me on Twitter at TurnLeftTV, at TurnLeftTV1 on Facebook. And then also, if you'd like to get a hold of that EliteHostingUSA.com, go down to the description of this race and click on that link. Also have a Fanatec link there too. Thank you so much to folks who click on that link and follow that over to the Fanatec website, who have purchased stuff too. Again, thank you. Follow that link if you're interested in purchasing some Fanatec equipment and wondering if somebody's got an affiliate link for you. I do. So please help me out here at TurnLeft TV. I greatly appreciate that. And we're going to have a good race here tonight, of course, in the GT3 Series. And this is High Octane Racing League's inaugural GT3 Series. So excited about this, man. And liking the number of drivers we got out interested in doing this too. It's pretty incredible. Take a look at Tony Jansen, another fast car here. He's in the McLaren. Going to get that lap in. He says, I'm going to save it till the end if I can't get another one. Another fast lap in. There's mowed a little grass right there. Jim Willis here in his first race out. I think, I'm not sure he's really driven the GT3 cars before, but said he wanted to join and just joined up with HORL here. He competed in the Bushwhacker Series last night. 22 drivers here joining us. Competed in the Bushwhacker Series last night and decided to come back out and try his hand at some GT3 Series racing. So it looks like Pim Van Ark is a top time. Take a look at the session results. Pim Van Ark will start in P1 with a 14.635. Cliff Vandeven starts in the second position. Chris Gonzalez third. Nikolai Bezhikov starts in the fourth position. Tony Jansen fifth. Sergei Butsiev starts in the sixth position. Paul Brown seventh. Dennis Vandeven starts in the eighth position. And Palumbo ninth. David Kerr rounding out the top 10. Paul Holt starts in the 11th position. Georgi Aratunian starts in 12th. Ernan Gio starts in the 13th position. Will Dunbar 14th. You see Dan Richter qualifying in the 15th position. Lauren Stopperworth 16th. Adder Pontes starts in the 17th position. Jack G in 18th. There's Jack G. Ted Moser starts in the 19th position. John Stanley 20th. In 21st is Jim Willis. Dmitry Buchka starts in the 22nd position, and Artem Shulayev starts in 23rd. Don't forget, we got Christmas off next week, and then the week after that on January the 1st, when everybody's recovering from New Year's Eve celebration at home, socially distancing from everybody else in humanity. We have race number 8, the 2020 winter season in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series season. 70 laps there at Talladega, and that'll be a great one. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's again race number 8 at Talladega in the HORL Bushwhacker Series. Right now we are in the warm-up session. So we have about 7 minutes or so left in the warm-up session. And again, thank you for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. You're interested in some comics for Christmas? ZiaComics.com is your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. All right, about 3 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I am so excited about this race. We have got a huge field now. Look like 25 drivers joining us, and biggest field we've had so far. Excited about this. I think we're going to have a great race. This track is very, very racy. It's not real technical, and I think that draws a lot of folks in. So excited. We got a good mix of cars as well. A lot of manufacturers represented, and this is going to be a heck of a race. Thank you so much for coming in to TurnLeftTV. This is Heath Johnson. I'm your broadcaster, your commentator, the ugly guy behind the camera. So ugly I got to wear shades. Or wait a minute, life is so, what was that song? All right, hey, thank you for coming in, and let's get this on, man. We got 2 minutes left to go before we drop the green flag. Cliff Vanderman wins the award for the most interesting car, that's for sure. I don't even know what is going on right there. But Cliff, I know a psychiatrist that can maybe help a little bit there. Cliff, my God. Oh, best of luck to Cliff Vanderven, and good to see him out too, by the way. Dennis says, I don't claim that guy. About a minute left here before we get the command to start the engines. Formation lap. Hopefully we got a pretty clean formation lap here. Things can go haywire sometimes with those formation laps. But hopefully everything is good to go. 25 drivers, big field, good solid connection. Another example here of EliteHostingUSA.com, just the headroom that you're going to have with your server. As we have 25 drivers joining us, and many of these drivers are from Russia, Europe. There's some South American drivers here as well, and of course the United States and Canada. So this server here located in the United States, but you see it's suiting these guys pretty darn well. Their connections look rock solid. So another shout out to EliteHostingUSA.com. All right, boys and girls, 25 drivers, a 50-minute race here facing you now. This is going to be fun. All right, looks like I'm going to have to take a little bit here and get through this starting grid. My gosh, man. Pim Van Ark starts in P1. Cliff Vanderman starts in the second position. Chris Gonzalez starts in third. Nikolai Bezrikov fourth. Tony Jansen fifth. Sergei Butsev starts in the sixth position. Paul Brown seventh. Dennis Vanderven starts in at eighth position. In ninth is Ed Palumbo. David Kerr starts in the 10th position. Paul Holt 11th. Georgi Artunian starts in the 12th position. In 13th is Ernan Gio in the 55. Will Dunbar in the 88 starts in the 14th position. Dan Richter starts in 15th. Lawrence Stoppeworth starts in the 16th position. In 17th is Adder Pontes. Ted Moser starts in the 18th position. John Stanley 19th. Jim Willis starts in the 20th position. Dmitry Buksha starts in the 21st position. Artem Shuliev 22nd. Alexander Meshkov starts in 23rd. And Jack G starting in the 24th position. In 25th is Alexei Meissen. All right, man, 25 drivers. Big field here at Salzburgring for race number 3 of the HORL GT3 Series season. This is going to get wild in a hurry. long straightaways and a couple of chicanes and some pretty easy turns, I think. I mean, there's a couple. I think the first hard right-hander is a little challenging. The second or the middle part of that turn, you really want to drift up. You want to cause that car to drift up a little bit. So that's something to think about. This turn right here is about a 5th gear turn. And then you're going to have a chicane, left, right, left. Not really a chicane, but S curve before you get to the start-finish line. Okay, here we go. So here we go, getting ready to start this bad boy. So it looks like we're doing another lap there. Guess we're doing 2 formation laps. All right, looks like we're going green next time by. Sorry about that. So Pim Van Ark, P1, Cliff Vandeven, P2, Chris Gonzalez, P3, Nikolai Bezrikov, P4. Tony Jansen in 5th. So I think this track default, this GDB, may actually be 2 laps here, 2 formation laps. So everybody's sort of getting used to driving around here under pace speed. That's good. Allow everybody to sort of get formed back up there from, I think there was a chicane issue early when they started out on the first out lap. I'll tell you what, I will say this about this track, is it could probably be improved as far as the camera view. You'll see what I'm saying. Once it switches, it's going to go all the way down turn 1 and film down the straightaway. And there's really no way, there's no alternate camera view. You see right there. So you miss a little bit of action there across the start-finish line. I think you always want to see that coming across the start-finish line. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a restart here. So we'll see. Looks like it did not give them the green flag.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Okay, looks like they're going to give this another shot. I think we'll probably just have 1 out lap here. So, again, sorry about that. These things happen. We'll play a little music here for you. Don't forget, coming up on January the 1st, when everybody's recovering from that New Year's Eve party that you're not going to have. because you got to be social distancing. You're going to be watching your TV and the ball drops somewhere. Don't forget, coming up on that day is Talladega Superspeedway, race number 8 in the 2020 winter season. And that will be a great one, man. I think you're going to see quite a few drivers out for this one, probably 20 drivers at least out for this race. Hey, start your engines. All right, I think we're going to get it going this time, Bye. Get a big field and be a lot of great racing here at Salzburgring. 25 drivers. So the pace car's lights are out. Hopefully that is a good sign. Okay, the pace car ducking down pit lane.
Green flag.
All right, we are to green. There we go. We got her going. So 25 drivers. Oh, we got a little bit of a crash there at the start. A couple guys got into one another at the start. Mad rush into turn 1. We got the barrel already knocked over. Cliff Vandeven takes that lead. Pim Van Ark second. Chris Gonzalez is third. Nikolai Bezrikov fourth. Tony Jansen running in the 5th position. So Pim Van Ark there in P2, looking to try to get P1 in that BMW. On the outside line in this high-speed area of the track, you're going to have a big, wide, sweeping right-hand turn here. So he does have that spot, so he gains P1. Cliff Vandeven back to P2. We got some action back there for P3. Oh, man, I tell you what, Nikolai Bezrikov and Chris Gonzalez get into one another. Bezrikov in the kitty litter. So Bezrikov losing some positions. He's in the kitty litter. Then Palumbo gets by. Oh, no, we had some shenanigans right there. What happened to Alexei Meissen on the as well? So Alexei Meissen trying to recover, and he's having some issues. He might have some damage to that machine. So he spun his car around, and so he's having some issues. Bezrikov and Gonzalez get into one another here. Take a look at see what happened between Gonzalez and Bezrikov. Gonzalez gets in the grass, Bezrikov up high, and then right here, dicing around, it looks like Bezrikov and Gonzalez get into each other in the turn, and then Bezrikov, good news for him is although he's in the kitty litter, he doesn't really make any contact with the wall. And we got guys sliding everywhere there. So Bezrikov trying to recover. Taking a look at that race for P1, and that is Cliff Vandeven, Pim Van Ark. These guys been swapping back positions, back and forth here, and I have a feeling this is going to go on all night long. Ed Palumbo, David Kerr here racing for position. Ed Palumbo in that BMW. Ed Kerr in that McLaren comes off track. So Ed Kerr looks like he came off track here. Let's see what happened to him. A little bit wide right there, and he's going to get those tires in the grass, and it's going to grab a hold and spin that car around. Now he's in the kitty litter here, and he's going to lose some positions. Looks like Dan Richter might have come off track as well. David Kerr now trying to get back in line here and pick up some spots on board here with David Kerr. Somebody else tagging that barrel there. I wonder how long those barrels were going to last. And David Kerr now picking up a position back up to the 19th spot. Will Dunbar and Artem Shuleyev battling for position. Shuleyev in that 92. Will Dunbar in that number 88 Corvette. And you see that McLaren also trying to get by. So on board here with Will Dunbar as Artem Shuleyev looking behind out of the back of. Look at that. He put Soviet Invasion on his car. That was awesome. Will Dunbar going to give up a spot there. It looks like maybe even two. Is Dan Richter getting by? See Dan Richter looking out of the front of his machine. And he's looking ahead at Shuleyev. As now Will Dunbar fighting back in that Corvette. So good McLaren versus Corvette action right there. Jack G and Alexander Meshkov having a battle here. Jack G trying to get around Meshkov, and again that camera, man, we could probably use a camera there in the middle of the turn. It looks like Meshkov might have come down pit lane. That's a deal with Alexander Meshkov, I think. Again, this battle for P1 is they just keep swapping positions back and forth. As Pim Van Ark gets back around Cliff Vandeven. Look at this pass right here. BMW versus Corvette. These guys racing each other clean. Maybe a little bit of contact right there as wow, Pim Van Ark, man, how in the world did he squeeze that car in there? Nikolai Bezhikov having a battle here with still rekindling that battle there with Will Dunbar. Now Bezhikov trying to climb back up here. He got in a little bit of trouble there at the start, or just a few laps ago. Got it in the kitty litter. Now he's trying to bounce back, and he's gotten around Will Dunbar, now setting his sights on Dan Richter. A lot of fun here, man. You're always around other cars. Jim Willis and his Aston Martin through the chicane there. Oh, a little bit too hot as he's coming off track, and I think Ted Moser might have gotten around as well, but looks like Meshkov had gotten around. We'll take a look here. This is Alexander Meshkov looking out of the front of his car, and he sees that Aston Martin spinning. He's through the kitty litter to miss that. So Meshkov now picking up the 19th position. Sergei Butsev and Paul Brown here having a battle. Corvette versus Porsche. Good side-by-side battle right there. The Porsche looks like it has an advantage right now coming down that long straightaway. Nope. Hey, man, look at this. Sergey, hey, look at that. Look at that. That guy right there has done some thinking. All right. Awesome. How about that, huh? Sergey in that Porsche now picks up the 5th position. Paul Brown back to 6th. Dennis Vandeven back there as well. Now Paul Brown falling back to the 7th position. I think Paul Holt might have gotten that spot. Take a look at Paul Holt here in his Corvette. He's working on Paul Brown, and he slips through as Paul Brown takes that turn just a little bit too wide. Why I got to go to a series of 15 different cameras for each and every car to get it to work, I have no idea here. So you see Paul Brown there hanging on to that thing as Paul Holt makes his way through. Will Dunbar here running in the 14th position. He's, looked like Dan Richter's come off track. So Dan Richter, he might have lost, looks like also Will Dunbar. Here we'll see what happened to Dan Richter, and he gets his car loose right here and then spins up through the grass. Now he's in the kitty litter, and Will Dunbar is going to go by. But I think Will Dunbar is going to have some trouble here too, and it looks like he gets a little bit loose as Adder Pontes was right behind him. Take a look out of front of Adder Pontes' machine. You see right there's Dan Richter, and then Adder is going to see that 88 car spinning right in front of him, and he gets by. Now I got to cycle through some cameras here to get to the back end. David Kerr might have gotten caught up in that as well. Take a look and see what happened. David Kerr trying to get through, and he's going to see that 88 car slide back across the track, and he gets caught right there, and that McLaren is spinning. So the McLaren spinning off the track, and he's going to try to get that car straightened back up, and here he comes. Go back up here with this crew. These guys have gotten it figured out. Cliff Vandeven and Pim Van Ark, 1-2, and they've got a pretty big lead over the rest of the field. About a 7-second lead over P3. Chris Gonzalez running in that 3rd position in that 334 car. No numbers on that car. He must have white numbers on white paint. Running in the 3rd position, having a good night here in his first night out. Sergei Butsev running in the 4th position. Paul Holt is 5th. Now Paul Holt starting to close in on Sergei a little bit. On board here with Paul Holt as he's trying to make this pass down this fast part of the corner. So I think the Corvette might have a little bit of an advantage here. Oh, I got to cycle through everybody's camera each time. Oh, I get it. I think it's the number of the camera that you stop on is different, the different view. Oh, look at that, man. Sergei Butsev gets a little bit loose looking out of the back of Paul Holt's machine. Paul Holt coming around right there. Paul Holt's coming around. This track might be a little slick here with all the rubber laid down on it. We've got a big field. Take a look at Paul Brown here running in the 7th position. He's trying to bounce back and trying to catch back up to Dennis Vandeven. You had 25 drivers. Looks like we got 2 drivers out. Now down to 23 drivers left in the race. Tony Jansen running in the 8th position. In that McLaren looking pretty solid here. His first race out. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov here running in 16th. He's going to pick up a spot here. A couple drivers that may be getting together. It's like John Stanley's had some trouble there, and that might have collected another car here. And look at this, trying to duck in and get by John Stanley. A little contact right there. So it looks like David Kerr might have gotten into John Stanley. There's John Stanley backing that into the wall. Ed Palumbo here trying to get through a lot of action. Paul Holt in this mix. Holy smokes, look at that traffic right there. That is a ton of cars. These guys are battling it out. Paul Brown leading this charge here, running in the 5th position. Ed Palumbo in 6th. Nikolai Bezrikov in the 7th position. Nikolai is on a mission. He's going to make it 3 wide here coming into the turn. Nikolai Bezrikov says, I am not playing. He makes that pass, so Meshkov moving through. Ed Palumbo now, he's running in the 7th position. Paul Brown is 6th. Meshkov in the 5th position. We got a couple BMWs and a Corvette right there, and then don't forget about Hernan Gio. He's running in that Porsche. He's running in the 8th position, looking ahead at this mess. So very smooth, and then you got a good fast section right here, about a 5th gear section right here, and you see those guys wanting to drift up there. Paul Brown coming around here. Oh, some contact just ahead. Contact. Looked like Ed Palumbo might have gotten into this. So, wow. Cliff Vandeven in our race leader, Pim Van Ark 2nd. Chris Gonzalez is 3rd. And these guys are running away here, and some of these guys are having some trouble. Tough to run in traffic with some of these guys. Meshkov, I'll tell you what, Meshkov is on a mission, man. He got spun there early in the race, and he has now picked up the 4th position. Hernan Gio running in the 5th position. Tony Jansen is 6th. Look at Tony Jansen, that McLaren here, trying to climb up the grid. Georgi Aratunian running in the 7th position. Like he might be our only Bentley out there on the track. Having a good night here, running in 7th. Artem Shuliev in the 92, running in the 8th position. In 9th is Ed Palumbo in that BMW. Just behind him, Sergei Butsev in the Porsche. And the Porsche's looking pretty strong here tonight. So Butsev having a good night in that top 10. How about Outer Pontes, man? He really needs a good race here in this Mercedes-AMG. And he is running in the 11th position. Take a look at Lawrence Stoppelworth. Right now running in the 17th position. So now he's moved up to 16th actually in that Aston Martin. So in his first race out, he was excited about coming out here. I saw him out early doing some practice. A lot different from those stock cars, but this guy can flat out get in anything and drive. And you see a car there off track. And that might be... sure who that was here. We'll take a look. Take a look at Dan Richter here. Got some guys here starting to spin out a little bit as this track is getting a little slick for some of these guys, and looks like Sergei Butsev might have come around. We'll take a look at Sergei, and he's gotten off into the grass, and that car coming around. Oh, hard contact for Sergei, and he is on his lid. So Butsev was really carrying a heck of a lot of speed here on board here with him, and he gets into the grass, just grabs that car, and this thing's going to come across the track, and he's going to smack the wall, and then on his lid right there. So Sergei going to have to get that car repaired, get down pit lane and get that car repaired. How about Hernan Gio continuing to move up the field? As looks like Tony Jansen's had some trouble. Tony Jansen comes around, and Hernan Gio, we'll take a look and see what happened to Tony Jansen. And just coming off that chicane right there, he gets into the gas a little bit too early, and it spins that car around. The good news for him is he doesn't hit anything, but got to get that car righted back up, pointed in the right direction. He's going to lose a couple positions as Ed Palumbo goes by. Outer Ponte is continuing to plug away, running in the 11th position, and this is like a night that he needed to have. He needed to have a good finish, good start, good finish. He's had a pretty challenging season. Got 4 cars out of the race. Dennis Vandeven here trying to bounce back. He's in the 17th position, getting around Jim Willis in his first race out in that Aston Martin. So Dennis Vandeven in that Chevy Corvette making that pass. Now picking up the 17th position. Jack G in his McLaren right now running in the 19th position. Good to see Jack G out tonight. Jim Willis just ahead of him in the 18th position. Tony Jansen and Ed Palumbo here racing for position. Tony Jansen and that McLaren on the outside. Now back to this, he's going to be on the outside in that turn, but he makes that pass before he gets to the turn. So Tony Jansen picking up the 7th position. Ed Palumbo falling back to 8th. Pim Van Ark says, I'm tired of following you, man. I'm going to try to make this pass. So Pim Van Ark in the BMW is going to make this pass on Cliff Vandeven. These guys arguing for the same real estate. Coming down into that turn, 5th gear turn here. And you start to drift high there about the apex of that turn. We got some lap traffic in the way. We got some lap traffic right there in the way, and Pim Van Ark wanting to get through. That tightens it back up as Cliff Vandeven all over the back of him right now. So we cycle through 15 cameras. Going to send the Studio 397 guys a message about that. Alexi Meissen bouncing back here. He's now in the 20th position, getting by Ted Moser. So Alexi now moving up into the top 20. One of our IndyCar drivers coming over here and racing some GT3 cars. Cliff Vandeven says, I'm tired of following you now. Cliff Vandeven has a run here on Pim Van Ark, and these guys just keep swapping positions. Vandeven makes that pass in that Corvette as Pim Van Ark in the BMW tucking back in. So that's P1, P2. Those guys are just playing with each other right now. The rest of these guys have had some issues. Now you see that Corvette getting a little bit loose there in the chicane. Some more lap traffic in front. So on board here with that Corvette, Cliff Vandeven. He's rolling up on some lap traffic here. Outer Pontes in that Mercedes-AMG is going to let those guys go. And that's smart driving right there from Outer Pontes. You can tell he has raced a lot of road course races. Chris Gonzalez and Nikolai Bezhikov. Actually, that was Chris Gonzalez gets a little bit loose there in the gravel. Oh, hard contact into the wall. High speed right there, and he comes around, and Bezhikov gets taken out. Bezhikov gets taken out right there. Oh, my heavens, did you see that? Here's the contact, and then right here, you're going to see Paul Holt and Gonzalez get together. Gonzalez there hanging on. And then, out of control in through the gravel. And then he's going to come back out on track. And then Bezhikov is going to come around and make contact as that Corvette coming around and just clips him and sends him sailing. And he's going to flip up over the wall almost back onto the track. See what happened to Bezhikov here. As he's just trying to make it around. And then all of a sudden he sees that Corvette right there in the front. out of his windscreen, and then he hits the, well, that's an interesting, that defies the laws of physics right there. So Meshkov was climbing back up the grid and then just got caught. So we're taking a look at Jim Willis here running in the 18th position. This could be just a survival race at this point. Dennis Vanderven continuing to try to improve his position. Right now running in the 16th position. Lauren Stopworth, I believe, may be on pit lane. Yeah, those guys, I think Jim Willis and Lauren Stopworth both on pit lane. Georgie Aratunian running in the 5th position here in that Bentley. So looking out of the front of his machine at Hernan Gio, and oh, man, he gets in a little bit wide there. He comes off the course. Doesn't hit anything, but he got a little bit wide there, and that's just a circumstance of kind of missing the first part of that turn. And then he comes off course, and he's going to lose some positions here. So Georgie Aratunian in this Bentley set up this pass. And then gets into the gravel here. Just misses that turn by trying to duck in there and make that pass. Artem Shulyaev here in the 92, running in the 7th position. There's been a little trouble there. We got another car off the track. Might have been Ted Moser, I think, might have come off track here. Not sure. Ted Moser here in this Audi. He's the only Audi on the track, I believe. He gets off track there just a little bit. No big deal. So a war of attrition. What we're seeing here, this is Artem Shulyaev running in the 7th position. We've got quite a few guys here out of the race. Pim Van Ark is leading. Cliff Vandeven in 2nd. So Pim Van Ark has opened up a little bit of a lead on Cliff Vandeven. Nikolai Meshkov in 3rd. Hernan Gio is 4th. Tony Jansen running in the 5th position. Georgie Aratunian is in 6th. Artem Shulyaev 7th. Sergei Butsev in the 8th position. Butsev coming down pit lane, I believe. So Butsev on pit lane as we speak. We're seeing Pim Van Ark coming down pit lane. So you see Pim Van Ark tucking into his pit stall. I'm on board here with him as he completes his pit stop. Wait a minute, that's Cliff Vandeven. Oh my God, I'm scarred for life. I have no idea where he got the motivation for that one. Meshkov here in the BMW running in the 3rd position, and those guys taking service. He might close in here and take the race lead. No, he is coming down pit lane. So Meshkov, our 3rd place driver, coming down pit lane. Hernan Gio, I believe, on pit lane. Georgie Aratunian on pit lane. So a lot of guys making pit stops here. Actually, Hernan Gio doesn't make that pit stop. It looks like Aratunian comes down pit lane. Here, 23 minutes left to go. Hernan Gio is our race leader in that. Oh, no, man, he makes the contact with the wall. He comes off track a little bit too hot into that turn. He makes contact. Outer Ponte is retiring his machine. The war of attrition. Lauren and Gio continuing to lead. Pim Van Ark in second. Cliff Vandeven in the third position. We have Georgi Artunian, Sergei Butsev, Nikolai Beshrakov, Tony Jansen all on pit lane. Take a look at Paul Holt here running in the fourth position. He's had a pretty quiet night, really. I mean, just quietly moved up the grid here in this Corvette. Actually, in this McLaren, I should say. Oh, Corvette. Sorry about that. Guess I should know my steering wheels. Dennis Vandeven just ahead of him. Now Dennis shown in the 12th position, so not a race for position. Pim Van Ark, the race leader now, as Cliff Vandeven is in second. Those guys back to 1-2, but a little bit of gap there. 2.2 seconds separate the two of those guys. So Ern and Gio on pit lane as Paul Holt's going to pick up another spot here. Now move up to the third position with Ern and Gio on pit lane. Georgi Artunian hit a little bit of traffic here. He's running in the fifth position in that Bentley. Now he's coming down pit lane. So about that time, everybody making those pit stops. Pim Van Ark, the leader in that BMW. A little over 20 minutes left to go. Take a look at Cliff Vandeven running in the second position. About 2.5 seconds behind our race leader with 20 minutes left to go. Tony Jansen up in this top five. Paul Holt running in third. Take a look at Tony Jansen. There's Paul Holt there. Take a look at Tony Jansen. Tony Jansen there having a little bit of a battle. Beshrakov here giving him a headache right now. Beshrakov running in the fifth position. Little drag race between both those guys, BMW versus McLaren. The BMW going to win out on that one this time as Beshrakov picks up the fourth position. Tony Jansen back to fifth. So good pass right there. And that's some guys have done a lot of GT3 Series racing who are going on board here with Beshrakov as he got that run down the straight. So he picks up that spot. So good pass right there. Picking up the fourth position. Jack G in his McLaren. Coming through this chicane and, oh, he loses control. Oh, a hard lick there for Jack G. Little bit of a hard lick there as he came across. It looked like he had that thing sort of saved. It just slowly got away from him. Really, I think coming off this turn right here, just a little bit of a bump there upsets the balance of that car. The back end just does not catch right, and he comes in or slides across the track and gets into the wall. Good battle here. This is Beshrakov and Jansen battling for the fourth position. Beshrakov in fourth in that BMW. Tony Jansen in the McLaren running in the fifth position. A good tight battle there. Tony Jansen has a run on Beshrakov. He is all over the back of Meshkov right now. Get into the back of Nikolai Bezrukov's BMW at Tony Jansen. Tony Jansen just looking for a spot to try to get around. Very, very cagey veterans right there racing it out. Take a look at Artem Shuliev running in this BMW in the 6th position. Got a little bit of work to do as he is 1 lap down, so we got 5 cars on the lead lap. 6 through 12, 1 lap down. Keep plugging away here, and some of these guys are going to be able to gain some more positions. This is Dan Richter running in the 11th position in his 36 car. He had some issues there early on in the race, maybe about 10 minutes in, I should say. And then has had a little trouble there trying to bounce back. But nonetheless, running in 11th right now, so he's hoping to crack the top 10. Alexander Meshkov. He's in a different paint scheme this week. Different BMW paint scheme there from Meshkov this week. On board here with him as he runs in the 12th position. So he's been pretty quiet here tonight. Comes in late a little bit later in the, I think he came in just before quals. He's got the race leader just behind him, wanting to get through. Excuse me, our 2nd position car, I should say. It looks like Cliff Vandeven's going to pull off that pass, get around the 12th place car of Alexander Meshkov. Take a look at David Kerr here running in the 13th position. He has had a busy, busy night at 42 car. So he's wanting to get a good finish here, maybe crack the top 10, running in 13th right now. 2 laps down. Going to need a little bit of help, a little bit of luck. We got 16 drivers still in the race, so quite a few drivers dropping out with some pretty significant damage. This battle right here just will not go away. Nikolai Bezrukov, Tony Jansen. 15 minutes left to go. Starting to get a little dark there because you got some mountains, obscuring the sun. So we get a little bit later in the day here, and the lights on those cars might be needed. It's a little shady there. They get through that last set of S-turns there and coming down the straightaway. So that is 4th and 5th. Nikolai Bezrukov, Tony Jansen, probably the best battle on the track right now. Take a look at Dennis Vandeven here running in the 10th position. Getting a good top 10 run for him. Ken did some stock car racing with us last night, so doing the double duty. He said he was, I'm going to tell you what, man, over in the Netherlands, it was pretty late. He said it was 4 o'clock in the morning when I spoke with him after the race, so kudos to him. Hats off to Dennis Vandeven for staying up late and racing in the Bushwhacker Series last night in the at Bristol Motor Speedway. We had a big field in that one as well. Just ahead of him is Sergei Butsev running in the 9th position. Take a look at Sergei as Dennis Vandeven's got a little bit of work to do to catch up, about 12 seconds back, so P9 pretty solid right now. So a little battle right there, a little Porsche versus Corvette. Lawrence Stopworth, his first race out, running in the 14th position here with just over 12 minutes left to go. Jack G trying to bounce back after that hard contact with the wall, now running in 15th. Nat McLaren. And right there was where he had trouble before. Pretty solid through that section of the track there. Take a look at Ted Moser here running in the 16th position. A little bit of traffic for him right now. Just wanting to get a good finish here, get a good finish under his belt. And in 16th as he comes down that front stretch. Ernan Gio in the Porsche running in the 8th position. This is number 55 car. Well, he told me to send him a TurnLeft TV logo, I think, didn't he? I'm looking for it. I don't know, man. It must be the smallest TurnLeft TV logo I've ever seen. This have an Indiana. There's Indiana on there. Hey, that's my hometown, my home state. I don't know. I'm not seeing a TurnLeft TV logo on that. I'm flying around the car. We're going to have to get him the Watt 4 after the race. Bezrikov on pit lane here. So Bezrikov, our 8th place car, making a pit stop here late in this run. Pim Van Ark continuing to lead. Dennis Vanaven 1.5 seconds back, though. He has tightened it up just a little bit, so he's got some work to do here in the last 10.5 minutes of the race to close back in on Pim Van Ark. But it is not that bad of a gap there between the two. Go on board here with Cliff Vanaven. Looking ahead, right there is the race leader, Pim Van Ark. So he's trying to close that gap as maybe coming into some of this lap traffic. That's going to help as well. So how smoothly can these guys get through lap traffic as you see Pim Van Ark tucking out there? Those lights on in that BMW and getting around the lap traffic. And it will be Ted Moser in the 16th position. Pim Van Ark through that section of the track, that chicane. 1.5 second lead over P2. Ted Moser might have come around here. We'll take a look. This is Ted Moser in that Audi. A little bit too much speed through that top part of that track. Kind of got out of that groove. It spins that car around, but he does a good job of really getting the car straightened back up and back out on the track here. He's going to let these guys go by. Sees those guys headed that way, and going to let those cars go by before he tries to get this car back out into the groove. That's smart driving right there. I mean, those guys realize there's a car ahead that spun off the track, so they're definitely paying attention to that as well. Here's Dan Richter picking up another spot now in 10th. One lap down. He's wanting to get a good finish here. Tell you what, man, Tony Jansen picking up a spot as Paul Holt, I believe, comes down pit lane. Well, I'm not sure. Paul Holt does make a pit stop here. It does look like he's made a pit stop. So now picking up that spot is Tony Jansen. Now moving up to the 3rd position as Paul Holt drops back to 4th. Pim Van Ark here looking to maybe put P3 down a lap as he's looking ahead at Tony Jansen. On board here with our race leader. A 1.5 second lead, so he's been able to maintain that gap on Cliff Vanaven. Take a Cliff Vanaven here through this chicane, and a little bit of off the track right there, but a lot of speed through that area. See Dennis Vandeven coming on to pit lane. Well, he's making a pit stop here, tucking into his pit stall. Yeah, a few more camera views would be nice here at this track, I will say. As you see Pim Van Ark trying to get around Tony Jansen, not able to make that pass that time by, and he's wanting to try to put some distance between he and Cliff Vandeven. So a little drag race here as Pim Van Ark pulls off that pass, not for position. Just trying to give himself a little bit of a buffer there. The lap traffic, a lap car between he and P2. But he did have a little bit of issue there trying to get around Tony Jansen. Pim Van Ark, I just knew, man, when those guys jumped in Discord today and wanted to know if they could race, I knew right off the bat we were going to have some fast drivers. So looking out of the back of Pim Van Ark's machine as he continues to plug away here to try to get his first win. 6 minutes left to go. Tony Jansen here running in the third position now. Tony is racing P2 right there. Oh, those guys getting together. Tony Jansen. Oh, no. Cliff Vandeven in the wall. Cliff Vandeven making contact with the wall, and that car is boogered up now. They made contact. My heavens, man. Did you see that? There was contact between the two of those guys. They were racing side by side. Now, Tony Jansen is a lap down, but there was contact right there. And then they get kind of linked up, and then Cliff Vandeven in to the wall. And unfortunately for him, that car that he was racing was a lap down. He's going to just get hit right here in the side, and he came over a little bit. Both those guys, I think, are just going for the same real estate as Tony Jansen came off track right there on board here with Tony Jansen. You see he's going to... probably from his perspective, he got a little squeezed a little bit as we got to cycle through the cameras to get to that action there. See that contact, and then we're going to look out of the back of Tony Jansen's machine. You see Cliff spinning right there. Oh, Jack G, they're having some issues coming off track. Man, heavens, man. Jack G almost lost that. Lawrence Stoppleworth making a pit stop here late in the run. So Jack G coming around just a little bit too much speed off that last turn and makes contact with that outside wall, really that pit wall. He gets that car straightened back up. But Cliff Vandeven trying to bounce back there. He's got some work to do, and he is running out of time. 4 minutes left to go. Is Pim Van Ark. He had a battle early on with Cliff Vandeven, but now has been able to open up that gap. Cliff Vandeven had some issues there with Tony Jansen, our third place driver. Running in fourth is Artem Shulayev. That's 92 car. The BMWs have been fast here, so. Pim Van Ark in a BMW. Artem Shulayev in fourth, running in a BMW. Cliff Vandeven running in that Corvette, running in the second position, and Tony Jansen is in the McLaren. So a little bit of parity that we have up front. How about this? Artem Shulayev running in the fifth position in that Bentley, and we got an accident. Looks like Paul Holt might have come around. Paul Holt carrying a little bit of speed here, and he gets a little bit too much speed. He comes around, takes out a couple barrels. And then, man, Hernan Gio is going to get by. Hernan used that opportunity to make that pass. He sees that Paul Holt spinning around as Ernan Gio making that pass in spite of not having a TurnLeftTV logo on his car. So again, we see those barrels flying everywhere, and then he's going to make this pass here. We're taking a look at Georgie Aratunian. Good to see Georgie out. Running in the Indy cars and now coming out to do some GT3 Series season racing here at HORL. Running in the Bentley. How about that? The tank. Right now has a good top 5. Pim Van Ark is just under 2 minutes left to go for him before he seals the deal. We got horrible camera angles with those things. I don't know what these guys are thinking of, man. Let's keep them all the same. Keep all the camera angles for the cars the same. That's my suggestion. I'm sending that to Studio 397, and I'll get thrown right in the old who cares bin. Not my problem bin. Make it easier to slip through if you want to look. You know, I don't use a lot of those camera angles. Of course, this one to take screenshots, but nonetheless, if you give me the cockpit view and the trackside view and the rear view, I'm good to go. Maybe the in-car, that driver view would be nice. As Pim Van Ark continuing to dominate here. Ernan Gio and Artem Shuliev here battling it out. Ernan Gio going to pick up a spot as Shuliev, I think he might be, he's on pit lane, I believe. So Ernan Gio picking up a spot. As we wind down this race here with 20 seconds left to go. This may end up doing it here. We'll see how long it takes for him to get through this section of the track. And I'll tell you what, he might end up start walking this car rather than doing another lap. He crosses that start-finish line. We're going to have another lap to go here, and it's going to be close. And I think we're going to do another lap here, it does look like. So we got one more lap in us because he crossed the line with about 4 seconds left to go. And we're going to finish out this race, and he's going to get by a little bit of traffic right there. Take a look at Artem Shuliev running in the 7th position. He's trying to, maybe crack into that top 5 before this race is over. Cliff Vandeven still trying for that P2, holding on to P2. So a lot of guys are dropping out of the race here. We had about 8 drivers here dropping out. But we had a big field here to start the race, 25 drivers. And it got pretty hairy early on. But Pim Van Ark in his first race out, just a couple turns left to go for this BMW number 23. Pim Van Ark is going to pick up a win here at Salzburgring. How about that? Good win for Pim Van Ark. Cliff Vandeven's going to come in P2. Tony Jansen finishing in P3. A little bit of after the bell fisticuffs there between Tony Jansen and Cliff Vandeven. Paul Holt trying to eke out 4th place finish. Just ahead of him is Dennis Vandeven. Dennis Vandeven going to finish in 10th. How about Ernan Gio in that Porsche? Looks like he's going to come away with a 5th place finish. And don't forget about Artem Shuliev. He's going to finish in 6th. And it looks like Georgie Aratunian will end up finishing in the 7th position. So Pim Van Ark, the race leader, the race winner here tonight. How about that? So congratulations to Pim Van Ark on a big race win. We've got some guys finishing up there. Sergey Butsev, I'm not sure where he's at. He's over there by the ambulance, it looks like. Sergey is by the ambulance. So a short walk to the ambulance for Sergey. Hopefully somebody's going to be able to extract him from that car. Hopefully he's okay. He's got that wheel clinch there. Hopefully he's okay. And looks like he's going to get a little help from a friend. Dirt all over that car. They've done a good job with some shaders there to give you some damage appearance, or at least some wear and tear on the car. I think they got some work to do as far as the damage is concerned, but so Pim Van Ark, the winner tonight. Well, I got Sergey Butsev right there. He's not the race winner. Let's get that off there. We can't have that.
A lot of soul.
There we go. Pim Van Ark is the winner. My heavens, what was I doing? Let's see if we can't get the session results up here. Pim Van Ark finishes in P1. Cliff Vandeven P2. Tony Jansen finishes in third. Paul Holt is fourth. Or in G. What a shocker with all those three guys up there. Have a heck of a lot of GT3 series racing. Finish in the top four. Ernan Gio finishes in fifth. Artem Shulev sixth. Georgi Aratunian finishes in the seventh position. See Nikolai Bezrikov, Dan Richter, Dennis Vandeven rounding out the top 10. Finishing in 11th is Alexander Meshkov. David Kerr is 12th. Sergey Butsev finishes in 13th. Jack G, 14th. Lauren Stoppelworth finishes in the 15th position. See Ted Moser in his first race out, finishes in 16th. Outer Pontes, Alexei Meissen, Ed Palumbo, and Chris Gonzalez rounding out the top 20. 21, Jim Willis finishes in the 21st position, the 72 car. Paul Brown, 22nd. John Stanley, 23rd. Will Dunbar finishes in the 24th position. In 25th is Dmitry Buksha. So it looks like Pim Van Ark has decided to head off there and skip the interview with it. That's okay. So congratulations to Pim Van Ark and that BMW for taking home the victory here tonight at Salzburgring. That track was wild, man. A lot of lap traffic, a lot of tight racing, and it was a good race. I'm sure some opinions will vary on that one, but nonetheless, I thought it was a pretty good race from my perspective. Well, don't forget, hey, coming up on January the 1st, we got next week off, but after that, we'll be back at it on a Friday night. Talladega Superspeedway, High Octane Racing League's Bushwhacker Series, race number 8 in the 2020 winter season. Headed your way, 70 laps at Talladega, some super speedway action. on January the 1st, starting off 2021 just right with the Bushwhacker Series. I want to thank you so much for coming out and watching the race tonight here on the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This has been a blast, man. We've had a lot of a big field here, a lot of drivers, and looks like we had 16 guys finish the race, so a fair number of guys had to drop out because of damage and so forth, and then maybe a little bit of frustration. But nonetheless, good turnout here tonight. Hopefully all those guys will be back for next week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in watching some more races. You get notifications when races have been uploaded or when I have streams going live. Please hit the thumbs up button and let me know you were here. Again, thank you for coming out to TurnLeft TV. Servers tonight have been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. And you see, we had a 25-car field and a very, very solid connection. Guys from all over the world. Russia. We had guys from Eastern Europe. We've got guys from South America. And, guys from Canada and the United States all joining us on one big server. And it was rock solid. EliteHostingUSA.com. Your rFactor 2 needs. Perfect for rFactor 2. Well, that's scheduled next week. I believe looking pretty interesting. See if we can't get the refresh going on here. We'll take a look at the schedule for next week. Maybe. No, it's not going to show me the schedule. Well, I guess that's okay. There we go. My gosh, Watkins Glen coming up next week. We got to hit it about 15 times. There we go. Gets it stuck. So congratulations to Pim Van Ark on getting that win there in that BMW. So good race for him. Excellent race for him. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and watching the race. Greatly appreciate your patronage. Next week, we got Watkins Glen headed your way, and that is on December the 26th, the day after Christmas. You do not want to miss it. Again, thank you so much for coming out here to TurnLeft TV and enjoying the race. We had a big field. Very honored that people would come out and race here at HORL, and also that you would be here to watch TurnLeft TV. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. I am out of here.